All right. So I got up this morning, got some stuff done, and decided to do the yard. And I was using a Husqvarna all-wheel drive mower. Has a Kohler engine on it, and it was running good. I was cutting okay, but I noticed the all-wheel drive was not all-wheel drive. It seemed like all the power was coming on the front wheels. So I went in and finished mowing, but I decided, well, I'm going to go in and check it out because it used to be a really nice mower. So let's take a look. Alright, so this is the Husqvarna. You can see it has the Kohler engine, the HU675 all-wheel drive. And the wheels are in good shape and everything. But when I was rolling it along, all the power was coming from the front wheels. Now, there's an adjustment here. Well, of course, here's the handle. And there is an adjustment here if you take a look. So by rolling this in and out, you increase or decrease the tension on the cable. So I was thinking, well, maybe that just needs adjustment. So when you separate them out, see how it's starting to separate this way? So it puts more tension on the cable, and I was thinking maybe that's the problem. There wasn't enough tension on the cable to engage the rear. But that wasn't the case. All it did was, I could tell there was more tension on the handle, so that when I'm pulling it up like this, it would engage quicker. And so I put it back the way it was, because I kind of like it when I have it all the way down, it's full power. But if I'm slowing down or going around a corner or do something else, I can just slightly let it off, and it will decrease the power, you know what I mean? But in that case, the rear wheels weren't working. So I did everything I could up here. So let's turn it over and see what we can see. First, I'm gonna take the spark plug off for sure, and turn this up on its side. If you can see what I'm doing. So up here on the front, it seemed like everything was doing fine. I am going to clean up a little bit. This is all packed in there. But the blade looks good. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take this plastic cover off so we can take a look at the belt. And I think on these, it's actually just a single belt. It's not like two belts on there. It's a single belt that goes around. Can't see, it had one bolt there, and these two bolts right here need to come off. And then the plastic shroud should come off after that. Wow. Well, I would say it looks like the belt's a little loose, but it should be enough to engage both the front and the rear. So Hopefully it's just not a bad rear end here. But I want to check everything out and make sure. So we're checking the belt, we're checking the springs, the tension. I want to check, I'll even check the wheels here and make sure that the gears, maybe they're just ground away, you know, stripping. But so I disengaged the lever up there so that this will move freely. So you can see when I'm rotating the pulley here, these are rotating very slowly, all right? But it still feels like this is just popping. Yeah, both sides, it just feels like the wheels are popping here. Now, when I was engaging it, I didn't hear any popping like that, but it just seemed like it just wasn't engaging. So I'm just trying to figure out, is it the wheels here, is it the gearbox, or is it just the fan slipping, the fan or the drive belt slipping? It's kind of hard to tell. Nothing is stripped. Well, pulley's kind of worn out. If you can see this. You can see the pulley here. Kind of worn down up here at the top. Is that enough to keep it from pulling a load on the rear? I don't know. Let me take a look at this other rear wheel. Yeah, it looks the same over here. See the way that's just wearing out. It's not much, but I guess it's enough for it to slip. Out of curiosity, I'm going to take a look at the front wheel too. Yep, the fronts are fine. The rears are just not engaging at all, but the fronts are. So I'm going to take a look at what I just filmed. I want to see what the belt looks like. What I could do, I could swap those gears, you know, put the ones from the fronts onto the rears and see if it see if the rears engage and the fronts don't. But tell you the truth, I mean, when I have a self-propelled, I've always liked the front wheel drive. I find it easier to maneuver around. But given this is supposed to be all-wheel drive, I like to have all-wheel drive if I need it, right? On hilly stuff or on the terrain where you need an all-wheel drive. I like to have it working. So let me take a look and see if I need to order any parts. Alright, so I decided I am going to take one of the gears. I'm going to go on this side, and I'm going to swap the gears. I'm going to put the front on the rear and vice versa, and see what it does before I start running off and ordering parts. You know what I mean? And it should be easy to do. You can see it just has a little C-clip. You can see what I'm doing here. You can see it just has a little C-clip, and that'll pop right off. I'm just going to swap them. There we go. There's that one. Let me grab the other side and we'll swap them. Alright, so there's the worn out one from the rear. There we go. Alright, let's see what it does. Alright, well, I think that did the trick. I've got one wheel in the pulling on the rear. Seems like both are pulling on the front. You know, I'm sure that one is going to be weak, but that's it. It just needed new gears on it. I'll put it all back together. And since I'm going to order the two new gears for the rear, I might as well. I think the belt looked pretty worn. I might as well replace that too. It's just, you know, I'm in no rush right now. This is towards the end of the season, and you know, I can get it all fixed right now, and it's going to sit till next season, or who knows, maybe I'll get one more cut. But I've got a couple other mowers that are actually my go-to mowers, so this one will sit for a while. So I guess I'll end the video here. I'm not going to take the time. I'm just going to take my time to get the parts in, but we can see that's what the problem was. So I usually don't end a video without something working the way it should, but at least we can see what the problem was, and it'll be fixed for next season. But I guess that's it. You know, that's it for this video, and thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and watch for my next video. You're a good girly. You ready? Ready? Ready?